Route 66. We are actually on the Route 66. It's part of the Main Street and 7th Street here in Joplin, Missouri. I'm going to walk you through some of the devastation that you have known and come to hear about here in Joplin. But my biggest goal today is to show you what they've actually done here in Joplin. Back over here behind me, there's several buildings I just walked across that are totally gone. Matter of fact, I'm standing here right now on a foundation. Okay, parked my big truck right here. I'm going to walk right over here to this one spot, and I'm going to show you. Kind of odd that the light goes away like that. They've got this whole entire complex rebuilt. I'm going to show you where the old Home Depot stood, and I'm going to show you the high school, so be prepared for a little graphic as far as destruction and demolished scenery. They haven't got it all nearly cleaned up yet. We just are grateful that we didn't have a school full of kids into that gymnasium that collapsed, and also looks like the Votech, it was right next door to it. Now, if you look right over my shoulder here, you will see new buildings going up, and I have seen a lot of new homes coming up here. We are on the Route 66 in Joplin, Missouri. They're rebuilding the city, and so you're here in the passenger seat with Poor Joe Trucker, and I'm not bringing you this video in discouragement, but in hopes and enlightenment to show you what all these wonderful volunteers have done that have came here in just by the thousands, literally, to help these guys get this mess cleaned up. I've seen the same thing happen in Alabama and Louisiana under these nearly same circumstances. Biloxi, Mississippi, just seen convoy after convoy go down there. My wife and I were teaming together at that time. She and I went to Biloxi, and I have pictures of that town where it was just so beautiful, and then got pictures of it where there's just hardly anything left. It's a totally different town now, and all the old on 20th Street. 20th is where the Home Depot's at. That's my destination today. So I'm going to go over to see what has become of the Home Depot property. See one building right after the next. One building standing and one building's not. It's just amazing how the devastation can be. And yes, guys, here's the high school in Joplin, Missouri. The story goes that the kids were not in school this day. Actually, this is the technology center. I'm sure that this may be the high school as well. I'm not familiar with this area. Both sides of the street here on 20th, coming into the Home Depot. They've got tent cities here, obviously that housed the many crews that came to help clean up and to rebuild. Here's the parking lot. The building is gone. It's been cleaned up and it's no longer here. I don't remember how many lives. I think nearly 400 people. And now I may be getting my story wrong, but 400 people died there in the Home Depot walls. People were, it may be 30 people. I think 400 altogether died. I think it was 30 people in the Home Depot. They were up against the wall, and the wall collapsed. So here you go. Something I didn't want to bring to you. I heard many people had showed interest and concern in what's going on here in Joplin, and so I wanted to bring you a little bit of the happy news that yes, you can see we have a lot of new buildings going up, and people are rebuilding their lives here, and things are back on track here in Joplin. Look at all the new homes. I'm seeing home after home, building after structure being rebuilt. That's wonderful. Poor Joe Trucker, we bringing you the good stuff. Wish that I could have come in here to volunteer. I avoided coming in here the day of the storm because I didn't want to participate in having any more traffic in here than needed to be, because at the time I had no need to be in here. I had no load to bring to Joplin, so I didn't want to just come in here and create more disturbance. So I didn't come in here and film the day of the storm, even though I did drive around Joplin that very next day. I chose to go down exit 11 at the Flying J and go around Joplin to Oklahoma City. You see all the trees here just twisted, just ripped apart. Just literally foundations still standing in several spots. It's just nothing but a foundation. Homes are still being tore down as new homes are being built. Right there was one home that was fixing to. This whole lot here has been cleaned up. Look at the roots. That's a tree that had just been blown over, and they just cut it up. The tree just blew right over. You're in the heart of the storm. Poor Joe Trucker, and we're on YouTube, Poor Joe Trucker 62, and a lot of people have been wanting to see what Joplin looks like after the storm, and so I've come through here. So now that I've got some live bodies that are obviously from the neighborhood here, and different t-shirts, so this isn't one big organization out here cleaning up. What are y'all doing, volunteering just to pick up some trash?
That's
awesome, right. Wonderful. What is the building standing behind you?
That's Franklin Technology Center. It was the tech center from Joplin High School.
Okay, now over here to your left, or is it your right here?
Yeah.
Yep, my other left. This is the Joplin High School. I suspected it was, but I'm not from here, so I wasn't 100% sure. And the story goes that just from what I heard on the news, the kids were not in school the day that the storm hit this school.
That's right, yeah.
Isn't that awesome? I mean,
what a blessing.
What was the chances of that?
I know. And graduation was going on at Missouri Southern State University, which is where we all go to school at. And graduation was there and was finishing up, I think, at the time that the tornado had touched down.
Okay. And all of y'all live in this area? I'm just kind of just panning around and getting some of the behind you. The light kills the camera, so I'm trying to just get enough light here to see some of you guys on screen here. Luckily, it's kind of like one of those hidden shows where they don't show your true identity. I could just see the shadows, but I can't see your faces, so it's like I'm hiding your identity here. We're top secret stuff here. But now, is this what's this little walkway just right along here?
Yeah, this was like where they connected the high school to the tech center.
Sweet. And so it obviously had a roof, or was that the...
It did have an awning.
It did have an awning on it, and it's totally gone. One silly question. I noticed that one business right after the next is already cleaned up and gone.
Yeah, sure.
What is the reason that they haven't got this all cleaned up? I mean, you'd think this would have been the first one they would have swept away.
I'm thinking this is more of a government kind of establishment because it's a school. You know, you have to get the state, then the country, and the county involved, so that's probably my assumption.
Yeah, it's all an assumption. So
yeah. It's a lot bigger, too.
It's a lot bigger facility, but I mean, of course, you're right on the fact that as a truck driver, I'm all the way across the country. You guys go on my video vlog there, and you'll see I just come out of Detroit, Michigan, doing all the leaves and the scenery, etc. So basically, it's a truck driving show, but kind of a diary of my drive through country seen convoy after convoy of people dispersing to here. It was awesome. I mean, not only just National Guard. I've seen cities, entire city fleets of electrical trucks, tree trimming, mulching units, all heading here. It was just awesome. So, how many people perished in that storm? Well, that was the official count, 162. How many perished in just this Home Depot alone? I knew that.
I'm not too sure.
I remember it was like 30 people or something like that. But. And you all made it okay? Tell me some of the stories where you guys were at that day and how you survived it.
I was at my work, which is Red Hot and Blue, and our building...
See your hidden identity? Look here, gals. Here.
Kids. Yeah. Good. And our building had actually stayed standing. We just opened up Wednesday. We were closed down for 5 months because our roof it took our roof and destroyed it, and there was so much water damage we had to get out the inside. But while we were in there, it got pretty scary. We all just went to the middle of our store and hid underneath tables.
The key word, the middle of the store.
Yeah, and a lot of people ask why we didn't go into our walk-in, which is what a lot of other people did, the restaurants around us. And our owner said he built it and he knew it wouldn't hold up. And there was a big air compressor or something on the top of it. And so he knew if it would have collapsed, it would have been the best place to be.
Great. Anybody else was in a building when this storm hit? Well, you see what these girls are doing? They got trash bag after trash bag. That's awesome. I commend every one of you for doing that. As a truck driver, I'm sorry to say that my fellow truck drivers have been caught leaving trash at stop signs, at rest areas, and so that's another thing that I'm addressing is that there's no sense in that. It's where was these guys born at? If we was raised up in any decent home, we know to pick up the litter, right?
Yes, okay, yes.
Pick up the litter. Hey, thanks every one of you guys.
I think I got it.
Hey guys, look at what we got here. We are in Joplin, Missouri, Flying J. So, what are you doing, sir, today?
Going to Oklahoma.
Doing to what?
Build a bridge.
Great. And did any of your outfit were deployed here to Joplin, Missouri, or are you actually from Joplin here?
No, I'm from Alabama.
Alabama. And you guys are traveling in a convoy. When was the day of departure? Like, when did you leave?
We're from Fort St. Louis.
How long have you been on the road? What?
Just a little while, a couple hours.
Okay, they've just been on the road a couple hours here at Joplin. I want to just give a shout out to you soldiers. We appreciate everything you guys do. You take off your weekends. You respond to emergencies and stuff like that, and we appreciate everything you guys do for us. This guy, he's deployed out here. They're leaving right now. So, hey, I want to shake your hand, and if you had time, I'd buy you a Coke, man. 2 days ago, this lady here was at the Flying J here in Joplin. So, did you come through Joplin during or about around in that time that all the devastation was here?
No, I don't think so.
I was dispatched through here the day after, and I chose to stay out here on Highway 11, or the exit 11, and I didn't go into town because I really didn't want to see, what devastation. But
oh, you're talking about the tornado?
After the tornado, yeah.
Actually, we came through about 3 days. No, we went through Birmingham.
Yeah.
Alabama, right after.
And and a lot of people didn't realize that wasn't on the media coverage. But if you go down through Birmingham from Memphis, there was a big tornado hit there as well, right? Do you remember what the name of that town was? I did go down through there, and it was just Tornado Alley. It was awful. It was all ripped apart in between Memphis and Birmingham. There on the what highway was that? It's a small road that we truck drivers take. 78 or 72, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I'm not sure exactly.
This first name's only. What's your first name?
Nancy.
Nancy. How long you been truck driving?
Since 2000.
Since 2000. Here we go with this truck driver.
Retired out of the Army.
He retired out of the Army, and is that when he started driving? And y'all teamed up?
That's when I told him I still wanted to go into trucking.
Oh, cool. So this is something like a dream come true. You really wanted to do this.
My dad was a driver.
My wife talked me into being a driver because her dad was a driver. Then she now is the CDL holder, and she's driving. Right now we hold separate jobs, but we teamed for nearly 3 years off and on.
Well, we went through school together. And we
What-
kind of competed against each other.
Yes. What school did you go through, may I ask?
Choctaw, that's,
Is that here in Oklahoma?
Oklahoma, yeah.
Kimberly and I went through Drumright, Central Tech, Drumright, Oklahoma.
My brother went through there.
Yeah, very good little, so ours was like 4.5 weeks long. How was yours? How long was your course?
3 months.
Okay, a lot of people don't realize this is one of the things I love about us newer drivers. Got a chance to go through school. The older CDL drivers never went through school. We call them super truckers because they'll get up on your ass about 3 seconds behind you, won't they? They didn't ever take the safety courses.
Now, my dad,
We learned how to drive safely out here, and
my dad, man, I'll tell you what, he taught me how to drive cars and everything else, and he made sure we knew to really be safe.
yes, it takes so much out here to be safe because trucks are bigger and they can cause bigger accidents. Some people think more brakes, more stopping power, but that's far from the truth, isn't it? It takes twice as long for us to stop.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. I got to talk to you. Poor Joe Trucker 62 on YouTube. She's got, how many dogs you got? I see a second dog. Okay, I had 3. I had a Chug, half Chihuahua, half Pug, a Yorkie, and then my Dachshund on the little red truck back here.
Got a full-blooded Chihuahua and a Pitbull.
Oh, well, God bless, and keep on trucking. Lady Trucker, Joplin, Missouri, at the Flying J.
Where I'm going, I'm going to clean them better than this.
Where you headed to?
I'm going to Garden Island.
Garden Alley.
Garden Island,
Oh,
Nebraska.
Garden Island, Nebraska.
Grand Island, Nebraska, I mean.
Grand Island. Yeah, I know exactly where that is. You got a good haul, and you're running reefer, running Tyson. What do you think about the new Flying J? Have you been here since they redone the Flying J here? How you doing, sir? It's the new Flying J. This whole top right here is spanking brand new. That fuel island there is brand new. And this roof was completely blown off here in Joplin, Missouri. Now, I ain't got time to go into downtown this morning. If you'll look at the trees right over here, that's where the tornado come right through here and then ripped the roof off. And we're over here at exit 11 on I-44, Joplin, Missouri, at the Flying J. We got an RV here. This is the RV pumps. Say hi, YouTube. RV pumps got a nice looking rig here. I was just showing some of the folks here. This is all brand new roof, man. Look at the cameras on top of that thing. Yeah, and then this whole entire semi pump top was completely ripped off in that tornado. Have you been here since the tornado? If you look right over to your right, you'll see all the trees are just ripped apart there. They had salvaging crews along the highway ramps right here, picking up all the metal roof from this store. They put a trailer house right here where these pumps are. All these are new. There was 2 trailer houses right here with bathrooms set up, so business could be continued as usual. They still had the pumps going, but the bathrooms and everything was conducted in a little trailer because the roof was ripped off of the store. Other Flying J stores come in, got all the product out of the store. They redid the roof, remodeled the inside of it, and I bet I haven't even been in it since the complete remodel has been done. This is the first time I've been back, and you can tell that that's all new brickwork. The pillars on the front. Denny's looks like new brickwork. So here's your. I don't remember. I don't think it did. Yeah, see, they closed all the regular restaurants, and so they added a little complete wing over there for the Denny. So this is the new Flying J here at the Joplin. And you have a good one, sir. So I'm just going to give you a little touch of what the storm did. You can look at here. We got a convoy of National Guards coming in, and National Guard responded to this town like you wouldn't believe. It was just an awesome sight, cleaning up the trees, cleaning up the metal, the devastation. Clean out here to exit 11. I've got to go to a load in Michigan, and as soon as we get turned around and come back, that's when I'll drop by Joplin, Missouri. I'll go down the old Route 66 through Joplin, and that's where the hardest part of the storm hit. And you'll see some of the new rebuild that they have done. For example, I think a lot of folks died at the Home Depot. We'll go by the Home Depot and we'll just kind of look and see what the rebuild looks like there. It's really cleaned up here. There was piles of debris and trees. Hey, you got the Poor Joe Trucker here. I'm trying to bring you the news and the good stuff. Bringing you the good stuff. Got another little National Guard truck coming out of the Flying J, and he's got his thumb pointing. Oh, he's got about 5 guys in that little thing, and he was pointing in the back there. All the guys are sitting here fueling up. My truck's sitting over in the fuel island, so I'm going to run in here, do the wake up this morning thing, like brush my teeth and part my hair. Wishing Well coin race. Something quite new. I make a coin and swap there. It says here, the Wishing Well coin race. A mall amusement center. Do heavier coins roll faster. 2.5 gram penny, 5.0 gram nickel, 2.3 gram dime, 5.7 gram quarter. Place a coin here to begin to roll. The Wishing Well coin race is owned and licensed, and we're not a non-profit organization. So I guess the theme is you get 2 people, one on each side, with 2 different sized coins on there, and race them. You got a little rock deal. Here's the interior of your new Denny's. Remember, the Flying J was bought out with Pilot, and they changed all the Flying J restaurants into Denny's. My wife, she loves these little crystal figurines. Camo shirts. Always the wonderful truck driver shirts and caps. And looks like we got some warmer weather gear coming out. Gloves, hats. Love the Slurpees. Oh, we've got Mr. Bigfoot and Winnie the Pooh. But here you go. This is the truck driver's electronics center right here. Instead of home Best Buy, you know, instead of getting go to the mall and to Best Buy, we come right here to one of the big truck stop travel centers, and they usually got all the little electronics that we can use, like our headsets and stuff. And here's the aisle, the counter. And then I'll take you to the driver's deal real quick. We always have a little deli here. We got deli and pizza. Movies, 2 for $10. Man, they've been having really good blowouts on some of the movies. $12 for Joan of the Arc, but they've got like series now. They've got like Policewoman, and there's Miami Vice set. So it's really awesome. The movie set's Psych. I like the movie or the TV show Psych. We got a clean cuts barbershop, a hair shop here. Got some drivers back here eating in the little side room, and they got a game room. This is on Route 66, yes, and we are in the driver's lounge. They've added a little 66 memorabilia along the walls. That's Kevin Costner. TNT. I don't think I've seen this movie. So here we go. And here you go with the showers. And I just passed the men's restroom, so I'll come back there and do my teeth and face. The man in charge with the showers. Are we staying busy this morning? When was your official reopen of the Flying J here in Missouri?
I think a month after the tornado hit.
So y'all been open for a little while and got the new roof done, and how you like it? Well, I mean, y'all reopened. You reopened just because y'all had portable buildings outside. When was your official building here open? And did you have Denny's here before the tornado?
I just started.
Okay, just started here. Well, here you go, guys. I'm gonna pop in here and do a little shower scene. This is your truck driver's heaven right here. He just got through cleaning the shower. Got the light on dim. There's the mirror for Poor Joe Trucker. Shower. Now, me and my wife always kidded. Tori actually drove on the truck with us in the summer times, and for 2 years we homeschooled her. And she's now back in the regular high school as a senior this year. But she always kidded us because she always wanted the handicap shower. It is the, where's your handicap shower at?
It's number 8, and somebody's in there right now.
Number 8, and somebody's in it right here. Where's the sign? Usually there's a sign on there that's... says,
No, I don't think there's a sign, but this is our...
my wife and I were teaming on the truck.
Yeah.
My daughter was on there with us. And she, by the draw of the hat, the pull of the straw, she always seemed to get the handicap shower. And my wife and I didn't, and handicap shower's twice as big. It's the, Larry the Cable Guy goes, it's the king of the crappers.
Yeah.
The handicap straw. Hey, appreciate it.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're welcome. You have a good day.
Uh-huh.